Hello everyone, welcome to our art class. This is your teacher, Miss Thea G. Vasquez. Enjoy the lesson! As a guide to the multiple intelligences we will use for this discussion, these small icons that you will find in the upper part of the presentations are indications that our activities, tasks, or discussions will shape your naturalist intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, logical mathematical intelligence, intrapersonal intelligence, verbal linguistic intelligence, musical intelligence, bodily kinesthetic intelligence, and of course, your visual spatial intelligence. For our learning target, I can be familiar with the different kinds of mat weaving in the Philippines, the procedures and the materials to be used in making a paper weave, and Ojo De Dios. Our work plan: coconut tree, let's see, let's find out, let's know how, and exit bits. Let us start our lesson with a coconut tree. Why do you think coconut trees are known as tree of life? Share your answers. You may list down your answers on a paper. That's right. The parts of the coconut tree can be used in making furniture. Some use coconut leaves as the roof of their house. Can you think of other materials that is made from coconut leaves? What do we call the process of using coconut leaves in making objects such as basket? That's right, it is weaving. It is the process of making cloth by interlacing a series of parallel longitudinal threads and with another series of lateral threads. This has two parts, the weft, the horizontal part, and the warp, the vertical part. The longitudinal threads are called the warp, and the lateral threads are the weft or filling. The way the warp and the filling threads interlace with each other is called the weave. Here are the basic weave patterns. These are plain, twill, satin. Plain weave is the most basic of three fundamental types of textile weaves. It is strong and hard wearing, used for fashion and furnishing fabrics. In plain weave, the warp and weft are aligned so they form a simple crisscross pattern. Each weft thread crosses the warp threads by going over one, then under the next, and so on. The next weft thread goes under the warp threads that its neighbor went over, and vice versa. Twill weave is done by passing the weft thread over one or more warp threads and then under two or more warp threads, and so on, with a step or offset between rows to create the characteristic diagonal pattern. The satin weave is characterized by four or more cool-fill or weft yarns floating over a warp yarn or vice versa. Four warp yarns floating over a single weft yarn. Do you have weave objects at home? What are those? One of the most common products made by our fellow Filipinos through weaving is sleeping mat. Mats are among the most useful items in the country. Because of our tropical weather, They are perfect for sleeping and sitting on. We call it banig in Filipino. Have you tried sleeping on the banig? What do you feel about it? Since then, our mats are known for being durable and available in various plain and or embroidered. Badjaus and the Samal's pandan mats. The Badjao and the Samals both use pandan for their mats, which comes in shapes, multicolored squares, checkered, and zigzag lines. They use pandan for weaving. Samals have a restrained use of colors and designs, while the Badjaos use bolder colors of yellow, orange, red, blue, violet, and green in various designs. The Tawi-Tawi's Laminusa mats. Laminusa mats have triangles, trapezoids, zigzag, and other geometric patterns in lively colors. Laminusa are said to be the finest and most beautiful mat in the country. Romblon's Buri mats. Buri mats are mostly in white. What makes it special is its lace-like design on its edges. The design is checkered or plain. Iloilo's banban and hablon mats. Made of banban reed, the mats of Iloilo stand out because of its glossy finish. It maintains its natural beige color with geometric decorations. The hablon weaving of Indagan Primary Multipurpose Cooperative is one of the biggest weaving centers in Miagao. The center is open to those who are passionate about weaving. It is also a place where they are given space and opportunity to learn the traditional art of hablon weaving. These are the native mats made by our local communities. How do you think can we support and promote the textile crafts made by our fellow Filipinos? We can support the textile crafts made by our fellow Filipinos by promoting them and buying our own products, specially made by the indigenous people. We can help them to live by the traditional way by using them in our home, like sleeping on a banig or decorating our house with it. Have you learned much about the different weaves in our country? So far, what do you like about it? What weave technique do you like the most and why? Share your answer. Write it down. Since we are living in urban areas, it is very limited to get raw materials around us. That's why some people think of alternative materials to use for weaving. Some use papers, plastic strips, and yarn. You may try it too. Here are samples of weave objects made from papers. The materials for weaving. Let's watch the video tutorial on how to do paper weaves. Did you know that there is another technique in weaving? Did you know that we can weave using sticks? This technique is actually originated and can be found in the northwestern Mexico and in Bolivia, which are being created by the native Indians. They call it Ojo De Dios, or also known as God's Eye. The 4 points represent earth, fire, wind, and water. The Huichol indigenous people made these God's eyes as a form of protection to watch over their loved ones. The colors used have different meanings. How was it used in the old days? In Mexico, the central eyes was made when a child was born. Each year, a bit of yarn was added until the child turned 5, at which point the ojo was completed. In Bolivia, God's eyes were made to be placed on an altar so that gods could watch over the praying people and protect them. How is it used today? It is used as good luck charm, hang on the wall, in ceremonies, in prayer, fiestas for decoration, and as a lantern. Others use Ojo De Dios for home decorations. What is it made of? These are the materials that can be used for Ojo De Dios. Yarn. Use thick yarns. Glue, scissors. You may also use popsicle sticks or barbecue sticks. How do we put it all together? For step 1, hold 2 sticks together with your thumb and forefinger. You can also use glue sticks together so it makes it easier to handle. While holding the sticks, wrap the yarn around the sticks diagonally 2 to 3 times, then 2 to 3 times the opposite directions. Step 2, wrap the yarn around one side of the cross as shown. Step 3, carry it over diagonally, following the line of the previously wrapped yarn. Step 4, continue to wrap the yarn over each side and across diagonally. It should begin to look like this. Ojo De Dios can use multiple sticks. We call this complex Ojo De Dios. Here are the examples. Use high contrasting colors to make your Ojo De Dios colorful. By making Ojo De Dios, you apply the principles of rhythm and balance. This is by making patterns and making your Ojo De Dios symmetrical. I hope that you have learned the lesson I prepared for you. Practice what you have learned by doing our activity Ingenio. Don't hesitate to leave a message if you have questions or if you need assistance. See you! Bye!